All right. So I've been having trouble doing some recording, and I feel bad that I'm not giving you guys content. So I'm doing a live stream. Hopefully, it will be good. And I've been having internet problems. I've been having computer problems, along with busy time of the year for me and my family. Work's been crazy. You know, chickens seem to eat more in the wintertime, so we get busier in the wintertime. Just a lot of stuff been going on, so I am gonna do some live streaming until I can get this computer situation figured out. Hopefully this turns out well, and hopefully I can get some content recorded and start posting again. I tried to record yesterday, and I couldn't get my editor to work, my editing software to work, so I was just gonna upload it, and then realized there was no audio with it. Had to fix the microphone. I'm still running a 9900K and a pair of 1070 Ti GTX cards. So I seriously need to upgrade my system, but I've just kind of been holding off. You know, everything with the graphics card world for a while was insane, and wasn't going to spend that kind of money to buy a graphics card. Now the 40 series has come out. I'm not sure I want to stay with Intel or with NVIDIA. I may want to switch completely over to a AMD system. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. And, well, I'll do something here before long. So right now, we're on Hanna, Indiana. And, get my screen pulled back up here for me. We've got combines on Courseplay. We've got the grain cart on Courseplay. We're trying to harvest our wheat. I mentioned I had computer problems. I lost everything I had saved, and Courseplay is acting kind of funny there. I had everything I had saved lost. I lost all my farms and everything. I had to re-download most of my mods, the ones I didn't have backed up onto a external. My fault. I should have had everything backed up onto an external drive, but that didn't happen. So now it says my stream health is poor. I'm still having internet problems, I guess. So I don't expect anybody to be on here live. I didn't give any notice that I was going live. But anyway, we've started over on Hanna, Indiana. I love this map for large farming, large-scale farming. I had a farm set up there on the main farm, which is up here. And I was farming these fields, and I started a cattle farm, and like I said, I lost all that. So I started over, and when I did, I decided that I was going to build my own farm down here at the bottom of the map. There was a little house here, but I kind of expanded on that, and well, you can see what I did. There's the original house that was here, and I put in some barns. This is River Bottom Custom Farming's corner grain facility. This thing is awesome. Got lots of storage. It's got a tower dryer there. One of my favorite features of this is covering the pit. That's just so realistic that it I love it. Now we'll come around here to the rest of the bin setup. I know it's a massive setup. I got some large fields going. I put these barns down. I'm not sure who made all these barns or sheds. So they did a little landscaping. A couple smaller sheds here. And got all my tractors in here. Now I got a 9220, a 9230, and I believe it's a 9430. Yeah, 9430. And I have two 9630Ts. I have an 8330 and an 8530. The 8530 is on the grain cart right now. It's a Kinsey 1321 grain cart, also made by River Bottom Custom Farming. And then I got a couple Kenworths with some grain hoppers on them. And we'll just tab through here. I got a 9870 and a 9670 John Deere running 30-foot headers. Sorry, I've got all my stuff turned off here that I'm not using currently. Which one is it? It's this one. Okay. There's my seed tender, and I've got a tanker for nitrogen when planting and a tanker for herbicide, killing off the weeds. This little farm, or this little area up the road, had a couple grain bins on it already. I'm probably going to redo this. These I have to get into Giants Editor to remove these. They're not replaceable, so one of these days I'll get in there and I'll remove these, and I'm going to set up a smaller grain leg setup up here. And then here's this big barn we got. It looks like I got a tree clipping through, so I need to deal with that. A couple of corn headers up here, but this is this area just up here. I got an anhydrous tank and toolbar set up. I've got this field here is all beans, and then I've got, well, let's just go out to the map here. This is the wheat field we're currently harvesting. And then I've got this soybean field here, and then this field, and I combined these two fields to make one large field. Mainly because Courseplay didn't like working around the split in this field, so I just made it one big field. And Courseplay works fine in it now. And I've also got corn over there. So. But back over here to the main farm. This has gone through 2 or 3 iterations. I actually started in the fall, and when I got a tree clipping through there too. It looks like I need to do some more cleaning. I got a couple of these sunflower discs, the Landau big field cultivator, and 2 of the 2730 John Deere disc grippers, I guess you'd call them. Everybody calls them something different. And then I got a couple of the 915 V-Rippers over here for other jobs. They've been well used. And for planters, I'm running 2 of the 24-row Case IH planters. These are custom moddings. They work awesome. Love them. I haven't found anything from custom modding I don't like yet. Everything seems to work really good and well detailed and just awesome mods. I've got this John Deere, what is it? It's an NC something or other, N542C. This is what I'm drilling my wheat with. It's pretty dirty. I used it a lot. And then I've got a John Deere sprayer. This was, somebody converted this over from 19. It works. Have problems with Courseplay with it, but it works. So, that one pretty much has to be done by hand. I can't use Courseplay on it. So, let's shut some of these doors while I'm over here. And it looks like Courseplay's having an issue. Ah, yes, the irrigation pivot. Only thing I do not like, it would probably be better if these actually were functional in the game. I understand that at some point in time they're supposed to be, but right now it's kind of annoying because Courseplay can't find them. It likes to run into them. And that didn't start off right. course restarted there. Alright. Like I said, we're going to live stream. If anybody comes in here, let me know. I don't see any chat going right now, so I'll try to keep an eye on it. I don't know how well this is streaming. It keeps telling me I have poor signal quality. I don't know why, other than the fact that I've got Starlink and, well, it's Starlink. I can't get anything else right here right now. I would love to have some fiber, but they stop about a mile up the road from my house, and I can't get fiber here. So right now I'm limited to Starlink. It serves its purpose. It's better than what we used to use, which was the hotspots on our cell phones, which it worked, but it wouldn't stream. So I couldn't actually even upload videos to YouTube when we had that. So as you can see, I'm on version 7.1.1.6 of Courseplay. I'm not using the Mod Hub version anymore because I figured out that they added a bunch of other functionality to it since the version they got approved for Mod Hub, like the use of the grain cart, which doesn't work with all tractors or all grain carts. I don't know why. I don't know how to fix that, but if I could, I would, because I've got several grain carts that I would like to use and a bigger tractor that I'd like to use. But you know, as of right now, I'm not going to be too picky. I get to use it, so. And I may need to update my Courseplay again. I haven't checked in the last few weeks to see if they've released another update for it. And where did our grain cart go? My God, it's windy around here today. So what I'm gonna do is, once I get this streaming or uploading, editing videos thing figured out, I've got a North Carolina map that I'm going to do a playthrough on. I'm going to continue on Hanna, Indiana, and I've been playing on Leona, Pennsylvania. It's actually a really good map for smaller farming. It reminds me a lot of Westby, but it's not Westby. Everybody seems to be doing Westby playthroughs, and, well, I had one going. It got lost in the great crash of the computer. And, well, I just think I'm going to go with Leona. If something else jumps out at me, I may start something different. But my goal here is to continue to play on this one and the other two. I believe the North Carolina one is Greystone, I think is what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head. I've only played on it a little bit. Kind of looks like I'm a Large H fanboy right now, because I know two of his maps for sure. I think he may be the one that made the North Carolina map too. I'd have to double check on that. Yes, it is Greystone, and I do believe that was Large H map also. And I hear he's working on another one, an Iowa map, I think. So I might have to check that out when I get a chance. Let's figure out where our grain cart is. He is up here at the truck, but he is not unloading. Courseplay target is not on field. Okay. That may be why the grain cart is not unloading into this truck. It's because it's not far enough on the field. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure this Courseplay out. It's fairly new to me. I know some other guys have watched a few tutorials on it. I know there's bugs. It's a beta version, so I understand that it is going to have a few hiccups here and there. need to send this other truck. I think he's full. Yes, he is full. Let's send him up the South Green Leg while we finish taking care of getting this all set up and ready to go. It looks like that one's full too, so get the course plate set back up so he'll go unload that other combine. He's off. Might as well be full. So we will send him up to the Green Lake too. Like I said, I got 4 trucks and hoppers. I don't think I need them all for wheat, but when it comes time to getting corn out, they're running non-stop. I am having a problem with the auto drive here. I have moved the trigger or the target back and forth several times. Well, this guy's in drive mode instead of unload mode to begin with. Drive to unload mode. But he won't pull up and unload. I haven't figured that out yet. Like I said, this stuff's all kind of new, not fully developed yet. Haven't got all the bugs worked out. Sounds like the other truck has pulled in behind me. Yes, he had. I'm trying to use the auto drive to help automate this and make things run a little faster and a little smoother. I've never used, I know auto drive was out for 19. I never really used it much. So, still trying to figure it out a little bit. And if you guys find any different maps, I'd like to try something else. I like 4X maps. I love the Westby map, but like I said, it got kind of old. Everybody was playing on it. It just, there wasn't much you could do that not somebody else hadn't already done. So, you know, I try to make unique content. I don't want to do the same thing everybody else is doing. Looks like this one needs to be unloaded too. I've been slacking. Yes, he does. We'll get back up here to this guy. Trigger. So I just ask for your patience, and like I said, I'm trying to work through some issues and get some content out to you guys. I've had a lot of problems here lately. I love my computer. I built it myself, but I'm having issues. It's time to upgrade. What I'm thinking with the computer is, kind of curious to see if AMD is going to come out with a X3D chip for the new platform, AM5, I think is what it is. I was looking at the 5800 X3D, and I was going to go that route, and then they released the new ones, and I was like, well, I wonder if they're going to release an X3D chip for that. So I just kind of been dragging my feet waiting. I've got many projects going right now. I've got, my daughter picked out a car that a friend of mine who does repos. It's an old Mustang. She found it in the field, and So I've been working on it for her and keeping it going. And well, I got 2 other Mustang projects that I work on, and one of them being my Fox body that I've had for quite a few years. And then I got a 2000 that was a race car at one time. It was a drag car, but not my drag car. That my wife is wanting me to put together for her, so that's something else. If you guys would be interested in watching any of that, let me know. I would gladly record any automotive videos that I work on, and because I do a lot of work on it. Anybody that's ever been around old cars knows they take a lot of work, especially when you're trying to bring them back from the dead, so to speak. And it is holiday season, so things may get a little crazy during the holiday season. A lot going on. I'm a busy guy, but I'm going to try to get you guys content. And any of my subscribers, thank you for subscribing, watching this video, and you like what I'm doing. Please at least like it, if not, subscribe. Just starting off. I think I got like 16 subscribers right now. I really like doing this. I like getting content out there. I love watching this stuff on YouTube, so I thought I would love to add to it and add to the community. Eventually I would like to do some mod reviews or map reviews and stuff like that. Get to be part of the community that I've enjoyed the work of others for so long. I want to kind of give back, and I tried my hand at map making. That was an epic fail. I've done a little bit of modding, not a lot. I can do it. I can't make mods, but I can adjust things or change things and work on a few things. Minor things. But, like I have this. You'll look at it here real quick. I was able, with the help of some others in the community, I did have somebody reach out to me and talk to me about it. I found... It's not a plow. It's a cultivator. Which, I like these. I know who made these. Other than that saying Forden is actually an international. This 20-foot 3-point cultivator. When I first got it, it would lower so far down that it would pick the back of the tractor up off the ground and you just sit there and spin. I have been able to fix that with the help of others in the community. So, I appreciate that. And, like I said, there's a good part to this community and there's a bad part to this community. I try to contribute to the good part of it and stay away from the toxic part. If I have mods and I know who made them, off the top of my head when I'm recording or when I'm streaming, I try to include it because I want to give credit where it's due. I try to download all my mods straight from the modders. I find them on Facebook, itch.io, YouTube sometimes. And, like I said, I like to give these guys credit. They work hard. I've dabbled around in it a little bit and realized how hard it is to make these maps, how hard it is to make these mods. I am not exactly a computer savvy person. I don't know how to code or anything like that. I drive truck for a living. So, I appreciate what these guys do. I was following a guy that I liked the maps he was putting out in 19. And then he made his first map for 22, and it was about halfway finished. I love the map. I wish it was finished. I'm not going to call him out, but, he's become kind of a ghost. I don't know if he got out of the community or if he just gave up on mapping or what happened, but I wish that map could get finished. I wish I could finish that map because there's a lot of things I'd like to do to it. But like I said, I've tried to map making and I don't have the patience for it. That's why I'm glad we got people like Large H that make these maps. I mean, this thing, if you haven't seen this map, it is massively huge. The fields are huge. I mean, you got some smaller fields up here by the town. But, yeah. I originally started this on this farm. And you can see I've got a courseplay course that I set up over here. I recorded my own. I kept having trouble with the edge of the map. Stuff would get there and just stop. I realized it wasn't the map. It was the mods that I was using that were not the greatest. They were converts from 19. They might not have been converted completely right. They weren't working with courseplay very well. And I abandoned that farm and I moved over here. And that's when I had all this over here and I lost it. So, I do have a few things set up over here. I have changed around a little bit. Here's the original grain elevator, and I guess you would say sell point, buy point. Not, that's the sell point. This would be the buy point, where you get your seeds and your chemicals and anhydrous and whatnot. I have added a few lights because it gets dark over here at night. I added this feed mill for the hog barns. I can't remember off the top of my head who made this feed mill, but there's several videos out on it. I believe it's a base game thing that's been converted over to make hog feed. It works really good. I've got my dump truck over there because I ran out of corn. I've been trying to stockpile some hog feed because I plan on buying those hog feed barns. This is my lime production point, so I can make my own lime. And then I have, this is my seed production, and this is my chemical production over here. Looks like I need to do some smoothing out, but, oh, I'm sorry, that was backwards. This is the seeds. That one's the chemicals. So, but Large H did an awesome job on this map. I love this dealership. I think this was something that JCL did for this map, if I remember correctly. Which I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But this old International dealership is just... very neat. It's like the one that was on Westby that was a John Deere dealership, but it's international. I do have a lot of JCL stuff. Rooster Modding. I know I've got others, and I can't think of them off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember the guy that made all the Alice Chalmers tractors. Or converted them and worked on them. I wish I could remember his name right off the top of my head. I've got those on my North Carolina, the Greystone playthrough. I've been using the the Alice Chalmers tractors. And I'm using the New Holland combine from Tired Iron. I think it was Tired Iron that made the... No, he made the John Deere combines. Whoever made the New Holland combines, the older ones, the TR series, I'm using that. I like the guy that made the Alice Chalmers tractors. He also made the combine. It's a great combine. I love using it. But the New Holland, I grew up on a farm. My grandfather had a TR-70. So that's kind of nostalgic for me to use the New Holland, which is why I do that. God, I will try to remember his name, but I can't. Let me find my phone here real quick. I'll figure it out and include it here somewhere. I did see that DJ Modding is back to working on maps. He did an Oklahoma map. He's done several maps. He did some in 19.2, I believe, that were really great maps. He's working on one of my favorite maps of all time, which was UMRV. I am very much looking forward to that getting done. I love that map. I played it, I believe it was 17 I played it. I know I played it in 19. Somebody else had converted it, and it wasn't the greatest, but it still worked. And I just absolutely loved it. If and when it comes back out to 22, I will definitely be playing on it. Hopefully streaming on it or recording on it. But oh, sorry, I'm just going back through my Facebook here trying to remember. I got a lot of JMF stuff too. I do remember that. I have some JMF stuff that I like using. I am not finding him right now. Well, I'll give him credit when I find it again. I just cannot remember his name right now. Why is this not working again? Looks like I need to refuel some combines. So we will get in our pickup here and get our fuel trailer out. I'm also using the relight. I guess you would call it a mod, script, whatever you want to call it. I thought I'd give it a try, and the lighting is so much better. Like I said, I have some old graphics cards, so I don't necessarily know if maybe I can't keep up, if I'm struggling to load shaders or whatever. I do not believe that ray tracing makes a difference in this game, but I would love to upgrade my graphics cards anyway. So I'm using the Relight mod. I think it makes the colors and lighting so much better. I mean, just look at this sunset. In my opinion, that's absolutely beautiful. I have no idea what course play is doing now. I believe this is the combine that needs refueled anyway. Ah, there he goes. Ah! This is my 9870. It seems to burn through fuel a lot faster than the 9670 does. I filled these both up before I started this field, and he already needs refueled, and the 9670 is about a half a tank of fuel. So I'm going to say that that's probably pretty realistic on fuel consumption. Seeing how a bigger combine with more horsepower uses more fuel. We'll go ahead and top him off while we're here. Looks like he's a little less than half a tank, but we'll top him off. And that way we can keep running through the night. I ought to go put some more fuel in the fuel trailer too while we're at it. That is going the wrong direction. I forget these fuel tank triggers are a little backwards. Probably shouldn't have put that tree there. That's going to make this thing a little more difficult. Nope, that is still going the wrong direction. There we go. Pushing the wrong button. Okay. There we go. Now we can finish fueling the tank, the Thunder Creek fuel trailer. One of these guys. Yeah, we got one that's full here. Looks like I'm going to spend a lot of time washing the equipment when we're done harvesting. I'll probably save you guys all the pain and anguish of watching me wash every piece of equipment I have. I know the stream's probably lagging a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. I don't understand why it keeps dropping out and then coming back. Right now it says I have excellent, but I can also tell by watching my studio over here that it is way behind where I'm at. So that just tells me that there's been some lagging in it. Alright, one's empty, so we'll pull him back around here and go ahead and park this back in here. The trees get in the way all the time. Since Courseplay is pretty much taking care of all that right now, I'm going to run down here and check on some of our fields. I know it's dark, but come see how check out how our cornfields are doing. So this one on the right here is one of my cornfields, and then I have the other field down here that I've combined the two fields together. Get out and walk out here in the corn. Getting pretty tall. It looks like it's doing pretty good. I remember back in 19 I played with some large equipment, and I was playing on a 16 times map. And that was quite interesting. A guy I knew made a map, and it was never released, but based in North Dakota. Yeah, it looks like I'm lacking some lime on this field, but it was based in North Dakota, and tell you what, playing on 16x map, if you're playing by yourself, it's very tiresome. But there was a group of us that played on it, and we kind of all worked. We had our own farms, but we helped each other out. We had one guy that did nothing but the trucking for us and hauling back and forth. It worked out pretty good. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I've found like that that's a 16x map in 22 yet. We still do play privately on a map. I will not record that, but we do play on a 4X map. And do something similar. I'd like to find another 16 times map to do that with. And maybe if we could get that going, maybe I would do some recording on it, some streaming. Maybe do some live streams with the guys. And get us all going on it. Just got to find the right map first. That looks like Horseblade's driving through the field. That's never good. Well, we're going on about getting close to an hour, so we'll give it a few more minutes here, and then I'm going to sign off. My kids are on their way home from school, so they'll be coming home shortly. And, well, I have 2 teenage daughters, and they get quite loud when they come home from school. Alright, well, we're going to finish this up. I'll probably finish the rest of this off camera, or off screen, and get this up, get it live for you guys so you can watch it later on if you want to, because I know this time of day most people are at work. I just got lucky and it happens to be a short day for me, so I was home at noon. But we'll get this going, and I'll get this recording straightened out and start putting up some more videos. I will let you guys know when I'm scheduling a live. I'll try to schedule a couple of them until I can get this recording thing straightened out. So I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in, and if you like what I've done here, please give me a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe. Trying to put out some good content and grow the community. And I appreciate you guys, and hopefully you guys can help me grow. Until next time, we'll see you later.